Well, and I do realize how hard it is to get to that next level. I mean, there's circumstances like you say. Well, I have my existing situation that I'm doing. Like for example, when I was in university, I worked at the Keg restaurant, which is a steak restaurant. That's where I won the lobster contest that had that book. Um, and so that's another story. But anyway, I was working there, and I graduated from university, but I was still working in the restaurant. And I'm going, am I going to get stuck working in this restaurant? Because I was making like $200 a night or something cash, which was pretty good money in 1981. And I was getting job offers that were going to pay me $200 a month. And I'm going, okay, I don't want to do that. So I thought, well, what do I want to do? So I decided I was going to start this magazine. It was an entertainment magazine in that area. And so I said, okay, well, I'm going to work at the restaurant, but I'm also going to work on this magazine. So it took 6 months to get the first issue out. But I could see that that was the way out of that situation, right? And it was going to obviously be at a much higher level, publishing a magazine as opposed to working in a restaurant. So I figured out, okay, I got to just work on this every day and methodically, and it will, maybe I get out of jail card kind of thing. So I did that, and then all kinds of good things happened from that. But then 20 years later, I went back to the restaurant, and there were a couple of fellows there that were still there because they got stuck in the restaurant. I'm like, oh my, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing to work in a restaurant, but and even have it as a career, but in their case, they were, university college graduates. They did have a lot of potential, but they kind of got stuck in that situation, and they didn't have a plan to get out of it. So that was in their case that they got stuck there. So there's lots of things. It could be your mental attitude, just your financial situation or whatever, and not a lot of encouragement from the world really to, or at least some kind of process to follow to get out of that.